Hey, my friends, this is The Art of Prepping. So I want to talk about something, and I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm not trying to get people stirred up. So I'm going to talk in a way that's kind of low-key and kind of just slow on purpose, just to kind of make it so that I'm not trying to hype anything or get people all riled up. So I'm going to talk about the B word today. And I really don't want to talk about the B word. I never even wanted ever to bring it up again, but the fact of the matter is there's some things to talk about. And so Benchmade is a worse company than I ever really thought they were. Ever since the last video, we've learned a lot of things. A lot of things have come out. And that video that I made actually attracted a bit of attention, but not so much attention, so much was just the realization for me and with a few others that have noted this. There's a lot of nasty people here on YouTube, and they kind of came out of the woodworks, and I've had to ban quite a few people and report a lot of people that have said some amazingly disgusting things. So I want to just clarify that Benchmade has been in cahoots with the Oregon City Police Department for a period of time destroying guns. That was not their first offense. So it's been a while. And I mean, it looks like it's been at least a few years that they've been participating or helping the police department destroy guns. So that's one part of it. So it just gets worse, a lot more political contributions have been found supporting the left since my video. And then if you've ever watched the interviews, trying to, various groups trying to understand what is going on, and the interviews with the owner and CEO of Benchmade is really more telling than anything else. He's more upset that they got caught, and he's not really apologetic at all. He never even really apologizes about anything. He's just upset they got caught. There's an internal investigation at Benchmade to figure out who allowed the pictures to be taken and blah, blah, blah. But he's not ashamed at all to destroy firearms. And he's more about just the bottom dollar. You can tell he's a businessman through and through. He doesn't care about your freedoms. He's trying to justify all those political contributions to the left-wing socialist hacks over all these years, and his justification is, well, we're trying to sway the people in power, those politicians, so that they'll give us more rights, more knife rights. Since when do socialists give you more freedoms? They don't. So this is all bunk. Socialists just take your freedoms. They don't give any. And obviously Benchmade knows that, and they like that. And so they support people like that. Now, with all that being said, there are a number of people, a few that actually are subscribers to my channel, that are doing something that I don't understand. And please clarify, and I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to call you out, and I'm not going to even specifically name names or anything like that. I'm just trying to ask a question. So why are people destroying their Benchmade knives? Okay. I can understand if people getting rid of their knives, if they can't stand looking at them because it reminds them of socialists and anti-Americans and the betrayal and everything. I understand that. It's a symbol. It could just be the principle of it or whatever. But people, instead of selling the knife or getting rid of it, give it to someone who doesn't have a knife or whatever, and taking the proceeds, if there is any, and supporting a real American company that has, principles that we can respect, right? That are really pro-American, pro-freedom. The people are destroying their Benchmade knives. In some cases, they're blowing them up with like tannerite and other explosive materials, or taking power tools. I mean, there's videos all over the place like this. And I was quite shocked to see this. Because in case you guys haven't noticed, and I'm talking about the people who are doing this destruction, you're destroying your property. And so you're not hurting Benchmade. They already have your money. but you're destroying your own property, and you're making it so that you can't sell that product and use the money for whatever, for your kids' college fund, or, to buy another knife once again to support a real company that's pro-American, or to give money to a charity, whatever the hell you wanted to do. But you can't do it because you just blew up your freaking knife. Or knives in some cases. And so what is this? What is this all about? What kind of nonsense is this? How are you thinking about this? Now, in the videos, people say it's just the principle and it just feels right. I got to do it. It's just something we have to do. Well, I don't think we do, man. I don't think we have to do anything like that. That's ridiculous. There are a lot of companies that have done a lot of bad things in the past, including Ford. Ford Motor Company did some really bad things in World War II. They supplied both sides, and they have apologized for supplying the Nazis. But I don't see people blowing up their pickup trucks or any other vehicle made by Ford. Do you? No. At some point, you got to just get on with it. And I'm not saying get on with it with Benchmade. I say full-on boycott and don't support them and just let them go out of business. But I'm saying take the proceeds from the sale of your Benchmade knives and support a real company like Spyderco or K-Bar or whatever. So I'm just saying, I don't understand the mentality here. Well, maybe I do, and that's what upsets me. So if you think about the left, those Democrats, those left, the far left, even the socialists, they're all about the feelings. It just feels right. It's just, it's what we just feel it. It's not about logic or about freedoms. It's nothing like that. It's all about the feeling. And once again, I'm not trying to, push back on you guys so much at all. I'm not calling anybody out in particular here. I'm just saying, stop for a moment and really examine what you're doing. Because if you're just doing things based on feeling, then wow, we've got some problems, because you're starting to mimic our enemies, the brain dead left. Okay? We need to be strategic. We don't win wars by just feeling our way through it. We win wars by using our God-given mind and using logic and strategy. And so, God help us if the Second Amendment crew is so adamant to get back at Benchmade and they think the best way to get revenge is to destroy their own personal property. Wow. This is a problem. And I think this has not been talked about very much at all. In fact, I have not heard anyone talk about just the lunacy of this. Now, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hell on earth for talking about this and bringing this up. And so just be respectful. I don't have any problems with people disagreeing with me. That's fine. I expect that. But if you get, nasty and you start threatening me or my family, or you threaten other people on this channel, you're gone and you will be reported. And I don't play games with that. I get tired of people being just disrespectful and basically just, promoting fear all the time. We can have discussions, but if you don't have the skills to have a conversation, then don't even try it here, okay? Because it's just not going to work. If all you can do is drop F-bombs and tell people to go to hell and, this and that with your mom, that's pretty much disgusting. And we don't kind of hover and live at that low of a level here on this channel. Okay? We don't do that kind of stuff. So anyways, hopefully this is the last time I talk about the B word. I hope everyone's well and everything's good. I'm going to get on with life here, and hopefully we never have to talk about any of this stuff ever again. You guys take care.